Hello and welcome back to Killzone, the loading screen.
It's the best Killzone so
The
far.
PlayStation 2 loading screen. That 3's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, if you say so.
So there's bamboo plants here, and something I just want to point out here. You can see here, this is our first technical reference to Earth in the Killzone. I know, like, Earth gets name dropped at some point, but like there's, and of course, running through the metal detector with a gun sets the metal detector off.
Whoa!
It's little
This
details
is
that make this
next-gen
game what it
gameplay
is.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually hadn't noticed that Earth icon before, so good find, Crow.
I couldn't believe you could
Yeah.
recognize it as Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the YouTube
looked like a
encoding or
smudge
just
of dirt.
the fact that it was a PS2.
I think it was a little bit of both.
And for whatever reason, they have a water cooler here in, like, I don't know, their boiler room or something. So, of course, I had to shoot that out.
Where did they store all the water for the tops of those things? Did they just expect you to walk like 20 feet to the next one instead? Like, I've never seen an office with that
I
many
think
water.
so.
Everyone's expected to have their own coffee mug.
Now that I think about it, I don't think you've seen like more than 3 offices in this entire building. Is it populated by like 2 people and a janitor the entire time? Like, what's going on with this building?
It's sort of like a Black Mesa, where it's less of an operating, facility and more just a bunch of tunnels that funnel you to different set pieces.
Yeah, it's one giant tax write-off.
Yeah, perfect. So these guys are like gonna die no matter what, right? Because they're going through this water that I have to imagine is radiated.
No,
Or electrified, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you save them here,
Because
Crow, or do they die?
I can't remember.
It looks like you're killing them yourself.
Yeah, could very well be. I know that in one of the runs that I scrapped, all of them kind of died.
You can save them.
Yeah.
If you're fast enough, you can kill all of them.
Yeah. See, there's that guy. The reticle turned green when I almost went to shoot him.
Almost.
See, what I usually do is I run down here to either side, which draws the enemy fire, but since they're not very accurate, they never kill me, and so I can easily get some headshots. I've never seen them come down into the water before and start attacking them. Usually they kill the guys before they come down to the water, so I didn't realize if you waited long enough, the Hellgas would come down to try and kill off the soldiers.
That is a pretty nifty move, though. You get to snipe them from up top and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that last guy kind of derped and decided he was going to point his gun into the wall, despite the fact that he saw me coming at him.
Whoa, this is absolute darkness.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah.
also a
I know,
pistol ammo there, which we wisely didn't pick up. And that's one of the things that drives me nuts about this game. All the enemies are either using the Hellgast assault rifle or the Hellgast light machine gun. Like, they rarely ever use anything else. So when you have guns like the
Yeah,
ISA
and the-
pistol that Jan starts with, you only get, like, the starting 7 rounds plus 2 more clips. You can rarely ever find ammo for it unless you chance upon one of the rare once every chapter dumps that we just avoided right there.
That's great. Yeah, and that's, once again, kind of the issue I mentioned it a couple videos ago. The issue I kind of have with the game design, just from watching you guys play it and hear you talk about it, is definitely the fact that, like, some guns are just not good with some characters. And that just, like, that violates so many rules of game design, it's not even funny.
Well, they work on it in the later games
Yeah.
because in Killzone 2 and 3, you're essentially just playing the same character throughout the entire stretch of the game.
Thankfully.
And and they do have it so that you have more access to ISA guns throughout the game, and it's like, I guess the Hellgast and ISA weapons more or less play the exact same. Like, there's minor variation between them, but not to the point where it's like,
Well, they even
these
took out
guns
second
are
functions.
Yeah.
So they ditched all the interesting
but yeah, like,
second
it's not
fire
the-
functions here in favor of looking down the scope in the sequels, I believe.
Yeah.
And I noticed that Crow also picked
And
up
so-
the Hellgast light machine gun, which is one of my favorite weapons. Mostly
Yep.
because it has a massive clip and you can kill tons of enemies without ever reloading.
Yeah.
Oh, you really got yourself in a bit of trouble there, huh?
Yeah. And you can see the big bald guys there with the light machine gun itself. Those are, like, I guess, the Hellgas brutes, and those guys, like, if you thought the regular Hellgas soldiers were bullet sponges, those guys were even worse.
Elites, I believe they are called.
Yeah.
And headshots don't really work on them because I think their skulls are so thick that the bullets just sort of, like, reflect, like, around them and ricochet off their heads.
These guys are really good at hide and seek.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Well, luckily they give you lots of cover, and of course, the Hellgas being Hellgas, they never use the cover, so I take full advantage of it here.
They also drop light machine gun ammo, which you're not using, which is hurting me in my soul.
I pick it up, just give it a second. Yep.
Drop a shotgun.
See, get rid of the shotgun, pick up the LMG.
Oh, I thought the shotgun you were holding earlier was an LMG. Okay, this is the LMG.
No.
I thought I
100
missed something. I
rounds.
thought I was behind in the video.
Yeah, my eyes deceived me. 100 rounds. There's no second function fire. You don't need it because this gun is actually fairly accurate for being a light machine gun, and it does crazy damage and is awesome. And whenever you bump into a bullet sponge enemy with a light machine gun, you're fine because you always have enough rounds to kill them.
So is this basically like the super weapon of the game, where it's like, if you pick this thing... No, wait, sorry, I spoke too soon. This thing still takes forever to kill guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just has more bullets, so you don't have to worry about reloading.
The big honkin' machine gun that Rico uses, that's probably about as close to the super weapon as you get in Killzone 1.
The problem is you have to play as Rico. And aside from being a huge, well...
Tank.
aside from being the Irish of Killzone,
Oh, jeez, don't
Oh, yeah.
Battlefield me here.
he's incredibly unlikable. He's probably the most hated character in the series, which will become apparent when he appears. Playing as him almost also locks you out of the majority of secret parts of the levels, because Rico is so heavy that he cannot vault over things, he cannot climb up ropes and get into secret vents, and being a Vectin, he also can't access any secret Helgen things. So every other character at any point in time always has access to more areas of a level than Rico, because Rico always has to take the most straight path from point A to point B.
And here's something, as someone who hasn't played any of the Killzone games, and I don't know if you mentioned it in the thread, I didn't see it mentioned anywhere. You suggested here that you actually get to choose which character you play as? It's not, like, set up by levels?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yep, no.
What the fuck was...
What is going on there?
Again, Killzone's insane collision detection, I'm trying and failing for... Oh, I think I know what it is. I was stuck in the middle of a reload animation as I was trying to get down the ladder, so the game would not let me get on the ladder and go down. So I had to finish the reload animation and then go down. But anyways, hooray, mission accomplished.
With regards to characters, the first 2 chapters, so the first 8 stages, you have to play as Yan. In Chapter 3, you unlock a second character, in Chapter 4, a third, and Chapter 5, a fifth.
And then at the start of every level, you're given a prompt to choose between, do you want to play as Yan, do you want to play as Luger, Rico, Haka?
Yeah.
And then you play that character throughout the entirety of the chapter, and then, again, when you beat the chapter, the next chapter loads up, and then you can choose a different character.
But we have to play as Yan right now, which I think is what sort of cements him in most people's minds as the canon character for the game. The canon lead character, so to speak.
And that and plus his ladder escapades are legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was messed up. I've never seen something like that. It was seriously breaking your...
I know, and
It was breaking your ability to interact with the world because of reloads.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I was playing, I'm going, what the hell is going on? Why can't I get down this ladder?
And also, once you're on
And
a
then,
ladder,
yeah, I finally-
if you don't press down, you're high enough up on it, so to speak, that if you press up even slightly, it'll kick you back off it. Because that's how it operates.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's just amazing. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
So,
No.
real quick, I did want to mention something I brought up in the one of our other attempts at one of the other videos was the design of the Hellgast reminding me of something from.
Oh yes.
I saw it when I was young. I thought it was a Looney Tunes cartoon or something like that, but it was actually an MGM cartoon called Peace on Earth, where it was about these animals that repopulated the Earth after men killed themselves in war. Very strictly implied to be the First World War. And just the Hellgast design reminds me, ooh, down you go. Ooh, what happened to your fucking leg?
Yep. Yeah, I know. Oh god, yeah, the ragdoll physics in this game are absolutely amazing.
That's messed up.
But
when we say amazing,
yeah.
we mean some of the worst we've ever seen.
Yeah. He'll just bend his leg weird. It's like that Mass Effect picture where the shepherd's neck is just bent like 100 meters away from his body.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, if you ever want to go see it, go find Peace on Earth. It's on YouTube. It's on there. And, it seems to have a few of them. And there's a sequel called Goodwill Towards Men, which is actually almost the exact same thing, but it uses World War II as the backdrop for the elimination of man and the atom bomb. But the design of the Hellgast with the gas mask going down to their stomachs and the glint in their eyes and everything like that is just almost word for word the description given in the cartoons for what men look like, and they look incredibly like the people that show up in that cartoon.
Crazy. I will check that out. Peace on Earth?
And yeah, Peace on Earth and the sequel Goodwill Towards Men.
Okay.
For whatever.
Yeah, so I guess we'll link. Sorry, I was gonna say if we find it, we'll link it in the thread so everyone else can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those weird things that I randomly saw when I was a kid, and I thought it was like some sort of weird fever dream until I was actually thinking about it, watching the first episode of this, and I went and tried to like Google it and try to find out what the hell it was. And sure enough, it was a real thing. That they played on Nickelodeon on Saturday mornings
Really?
in the 1990s.
What?
Yes, that's why I thought it was Looney Tunes, because it always appeared during the Looney Tunes block. Now we're going into my childhood.
Well, we're Canadian, so we didn't get Nickelodeon in Canada until like 3 years ago. So you know.
Sorry, you missed all the good shows.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go back. There's a book about the history of Nickelodeon, which is obviously authorized by Nickelodeon, so it doesn't talk about some of the creepy shit that's been going on in recent years. But
What?
yeah, you can go find out about that. Anyways, I don't really want to start talking about a fucking kids network that I haven't watched in almost 20 years. But
all right,
yeah, there's a whole thing about like Nickelodeon in the 90s and all the shows it was producing that people really loved. So people can go find that. I can't remember what the name of it is all of a sudden. But anyways, back to Killzone. Hey, look, interactivity.
Yeah.
I didn't actually realize you could blow up the monitors here.
Yep.
And they're television screens, so what is that saying? Are we able to destroy communication?
Maybe the people who made
what is television
Killzone,
but communicating ideas, right?
Maybe it's a commentary on video games.
Maybe.
Could be. All I just know is that this place reminded me so much of like the.
Do you spell out your initial here?
No, I make a happy face with the TVs,
okay.
or at least I try to. Like, see, like,
make a Get Out frog.
Oh my god, you are making a happy face.
I'm doing it. Yep. We are detouring a full minute from this video so I can make a goddamn happy face.
Maybe the eyes too big.
That's great.
I know.
I'm critiquing your art here in real time.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
It's the deal with it monitors.
I like the beauty mark.
Yeah. See?
Oh, now you wrecked it.
Whatever.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to wreck everything now.
It's basically the end of Rambo 2, or First Blood 2.
Yeah. And I love how the LCDs is like it's got like the broken screen image and like you can sort of see like the electronics flickering in the background behind it still.
I was worried more about that flickering texture you just walked past.
Yeah.
That's
Doorway, what the hell?
a graphical hiccup that is present pretty much all throughout this game.
Huh.
It's less noticeable in the HD version because they fixed it a bit, but yeah, this game had a lot of graphical issues.
I could tell.
Well, that's that though. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, bye everyone.